What's up? This is Ben from WODprep, and in this video, I'm going to teach you a step-by-step progression on how you can learn handstand walks. Oftentimes, when people practice handstand walks, they just jump right into it, or more often kick right into it. Basically, they're just like, all right, I need to do a handstand walk, and they kind of do one of these. And that's about it. And they fail, and they fail, and they fall, and they fall, and they get scared of it, and then they're like, you know what, handstand walking isn't for me. Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you a progression that will hopefully get you the confidence and skills necessary to do a handstand walk. So we're going to do a leveled approach where it's going to get a little harder each level we progress. Also, by the way, if you want a free handstand walk tutorial where it goes into a little bit more detail, it's called the Ultimate Guide to Handstand Walks. You can go to wodprep.com/HSW, enter your name and email, and I'll send you that completely free. But anyway, let's dig into it here in this video. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get comfortable getting upside down. So level 1 of handstand walking in this progression is just kicking upside down, but normally we want to have some sort of support. So we're going to kick up to a wall. So that looks like this. Level 1 is just, can you kick up and hold the handstand for a decent amount of time, maybe 20, 30 seconds, without letting your legs sag, without losing your midline stabilization, without losing your core. Can you kick up and kick back down with control? Let's practice a few reps of that. Just get comfortable, actively pressing into the ground, making sure everything stays nice and tight, feet together. Hold that handstand position. So it's almost like you're kicking up into a handstand push-up. You're just holding it. Level 2 is where we actually start to get a little dynamic. So one of the keys for handstand walking, if you watch here, watch my hands as I kick up. So I'm going to scoot this way, and I'm going to kick up and walk a little bit. Watch my hands and what they do. Okay, so my hands have to leave the ground to walk, right? Just like when I walk with my feet, there's at one point when I'm walking, all of my weight is in one foot, right? So I walk, weights in one foot, walk, weights in the other foot. We need to practice putting all of our weight into each hand as we handstand walk. So when I handstand walk here, okay, my hands at some point support all of my weight. That's what we need to practice, is that we're going to use the support of the wall. So what we're going to do is just the simple hand lift. So I'm going to kick up against the wall just like we just did. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to practice shifting weight from one hand to the next. Now, I don't want it to be like this, and then a big pause, this, big pause. That might be what you need to do to start, is lift your hand, put it back down, wait for a little bit, lift your hand, put it back down. Eventually, though, we need to get into a cadence that mimics the cadence of a handstand walk. So just like a step, 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 I need you to practice step, step, step. So when we're shifting our weight and we're lifting our hands off the ground, you need to shift back and forth in a steady motion. So it looks like this. Ultimately, I want you to get it to where you can go like this. Okay, see how I'm just barely lifting my hands? That's it, okay? Where you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ideally, if you can get up to 10, 20, that would be great. The next level in this progression, same drill, except this time we're actually tapping our shoulders. You can either come across your body or go straight up, doesn't really matter. But the goal here is to really shift our weight and mimic actually picking up our hands and replacing it for the next step of the handstand walk. So I'm lifting up a hand, and then I'm putting it back down. So the tactile cue we're going to give is touching our shoulders, and it looks like this. This is a little bit harder, so that's why it's the next level. I'm up against the wall, and I'm going to practice getting my hand all the way to my shoulders. You can see there, I'm very sore right now. I had to actually do a couple hand shifts, and then once I felt comfortable, I could lift up my hand all the way to touch my shoulders. Ideally, once you can do, again, 10 to 20 of those and feeling comfortable, not too off balance on the wall, this drill also helps you learn the balance. Once you get comfortable doing those shoulder taps, then it's time to move to the next level. Do you want to learn how to do movements like this, or maybe even like this? Then you should join WODprep Academy. Inside of WODprep Academy, we have training courses that teach you how to RX pretty much every CrossFit skill imaginable. It's a low annual fee, and it comes with a complete money-back guarantee. So if you want to finally learn how to do double unders, bar muscle-ups, toes to bar, handstand push-ups, handstand walks, Olympic weightlifting, running, biking, rowing, and so much more, including mobility. It's all inside WODprep Academy. Go to WODprep.com/academy to learn more. For the next level, we're gonna integrate this box. So this drill can be done pretty much anywhere on this progression because it's not quite as hard maybe as the shoulder taps, but I really, really like it. It is very fatiguing. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a box. You can put it at 30 inches. It all depends on how tall you are. What you're gonna do is get into a handstand push-up, pike position where my torso is vertical. And then we're gonna practice walking ourselves around the box. Now, just for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna go all the way around, but you can imagine what it would be like. I'm trying to do a full rotation around the box. I'm here, I'm in this pike position. My feet are on the box. I'm trying to get my torso straight up and down as possible. And now I'm practicing walking with my hands. Okay, and I'll go both directions. I'm practicing what is it like to take weight off of my hand and shift it to the other. This is one of my favorite ways to scale a handstand walk in a workout. Rather than actually walking on our hands, we can do these box handstand walks. We call them around the worlds here at WODprep. So I'm walking around the box one direction, and then I'll walk around the other direction. It's extremely fatiguing on the core. It's great practice being upside down, but not obviously fully committed to a handstand walk. Very, very safe and a great drill to implement into your handstand walk training. All right, and the next drill that we're gonna practice, this is when we start to actually walk on our hands. If you don't have a spotter, ideally a great drill to use, which we'll overlay a video here, is someone holding a PVC pipe and spotting you as you do your handstand walk so you can kick up safely without falling all the way through. You hit that PVC pipe and they walk with you. But for the sake of this video, I am just myself. How can you practice alone, maybe at your house? What we're gonna practice is wall walkaways. So a walkaway is where I'm doing a wall walk. I'm actually gonna face the wall, and then I'm gonna kick my feet off the wall and try to get a couple steps away from the wall. If you fall, chances are you're gonna fall back down and your feet are gonna land safely on the wall. Obviously, if you fall forward, you've gone too far and you need to learn how to roll out of it. But here's what it looks like. I'm gonna get myself up onto the wall by doing a wall walk. And then once I find my balance, you're gonna let those hands drift away and try to get a couple steps. Obviously, it could be worth just kicking off and balancing a little bit, letting your feet come back to the wall, get really comfortable with that, and then when you feel ready, kick that feet out a little bit harder and do a couple steps. And you might just do your first handstand walk. Yes, it's the scaled version, but you might just do your first handstand walk ever. The reason I like that drill is because we're perfectly vertical. We're in a good position where we don't have to worry about the dynamic kick up and trying to find our balance that way. You find your balance safely on the wall, and then you just push away and start walking away. The last version of this, before we're doing the full-blown handstand walking, maybe with the PVC partner drill, is a wall walk into, or walk into the wall, whatever you want to call it. So rather than walking away from the wall, this time I'm actually going to kick up and walk into the wall. What's cool is that since the wall is here, if you go too far, your feet are gonna hit the wall and you're gonna be safe. If you don't go far enough, you're gonna land safely back on the ground. And here's what it looks like. And again, this is a drill that we wanna practice right when we're on the cuff of learning those handstand walks. So I'm here, I'm gonna kick up a decent ways away, maybe half a body length away from the wall, so that it takes a few steps for us to get to the wall. And then we can obviously expand from there. So it looks like this. I'm away from the wall a decent amount. I'm gonna kick up, and I'm gonna try to walk into the wall, and then when I'm on the wall, I can safely come down. Obviously, as you get better and better, you can move farther and farther away, but this is a drill that allows you to kick up, maybe get a little bit off balance in the front, but know that you have this wall spotter that's not gonna go anywhere, that you can safely fall over and get those feet on the wall and prevent you from doing a tumble. Once you have all of those things, again, incorporate that PVC spotter where they can barely spot you as you do your handstand walks. I hope this video was helpful. I know it was quick. I glazed over a lot of really important details. So if you want more information about handstand walking, I have that free training guide. Just go to WODprep.com/HSW and enter your name and email. I'll send that to you for free. Or if you want a guaranteed 8-week training course where if you buy it, we guarantee you'll have handstand walks in the course of 8 weeks, go to the link down below and join Handstand Walk Hero. Handstand Walk Hero is my training course where we specifically designed for programming to help you learn handstand walks. Also, if you want to get that course and every single other course that we have, including handstand push-ups, toes to bar, muscle-ups, running, engine work, weightlifting, everything that we've ever released, all in one place, join WODprep Academy. So you'll get the handstand walk course plus everything else for one low annual fee. That's the best deal that we have at WODprep. It's a screaming deal. And as always, everything is backed by a money back guarantee. So hope you like this video. Go get that free training guide or join WODprep Academy, and I'll see you in the next video. If you liked this video, then you're gonna love my next video. Click here to watch more free training from WODprep.